What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to talk about and be the owner of some real deal silver and some real deal gold. So today, I wanted to pretty much focus on keeping your silver safe. I want to talk about storage. I want to talk about hiding. I want to talk about keeping it as protected as you possibly can. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new. Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. 4 super quick things as we fully dive into the video. Number 1, if you haven't already, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We have the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, make sure to try yourself some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. 3, if you're not already investing and you'd like to be, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so. And they make it really simple for a new investor to start investing because of how easy it is to learn about the market and navigate on their app. Webull link in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, airtight tubes and capsules, anti-tarnish paper, mini lock boxes, currency sleeves, microscopes, the list goes on. Any and all stacking supplies, any and all prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about keeping your silver and your gold as safe as you possibly can. And I do want to talk about keeping your silver in a safe. I want to talk about hidden safes and some of my recommendations when it comes to looking for a safe if you don't already own one. But before we even get into that, I want to do a very quick spot price update. So as I'm filming this video at 9:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, May 31st, 2025, spot price of silver is $32.96, just a hair under $33 at this time. Of course, it's the weekend, so we're not seeing a whole lot of activity at this time. Spot price of gold, same day, same time, same everything, $3,288.30. Again, it's the weekend, not a tremendous amount of activity at this given time, but we are seeing a little bit of a red weekend for both the beautiful white metal and the beautiful yellow metal. Toward the end of the week, we started seeing silver and gold move in that downward direction. Silver fell under $33, not by very much. Gold fell under $3,300, not by very much. We seeped into the red, and now here we are. So in addition to the spot price, I want to talk a little bit about your silver coins, rounds, gold bars, and keeping them hidden, keeping them safe, keeping them protected. Now, there are a variety of different ways you can go about storing your silver. Some people use safe deposit boxes. I'm personally not a big fan of that idea. I like having 24/7 easy access to my metals, or to my money, or to my valuables. There are pros and cons. That one's just not really for me. Another option some people go with, one that makes very little sense to me. I understand why it makes sense to other people. Wouldn't make sense for me or my life. Burying it underground. A lot of people use these like PVC pipes and store their silver and gold in these tubes and pipes, and they bury them underground. Yeah, that's not for me. I personally prefer safes. Now, one type of pushback every time I mention safes is that they stand out. A big giant safe. It's right in everybody's face. Someone breaks into the house, the first thing they see is a safe. That's what they're going to target. Which, yeah, if you drop it right in the center of your living room, you're probably better off keeping that safe hidden and in an area of the house that isn't convenient to access, like potentially a basement closet or like something like that. You want to keep it hidden. You don't want to keep it, at the main entrance, front door, back door. You probably don't want to keep it there. You want to keep it out of the way, on a different floor, an area of the house that isn't even overly accessible. You want to keep it hidden. And something else you're going to want to do as an additional layer of protection, you're probably going to want to get a safe that, even when it's empty, is incredibly difficult to move. Something heavy, hundreds of pounds. You want to get a nice, rock-solid safe that, even when there is no metal inside of it, next to impossible to move. In addition to that, you want to weigh it down even further with the metals that you have. If you don't have a tremendous amount of metals just yet, consider throwing in a weight plate or two. Imagine sticking a 45-pound weight plate in there, or a couple of 25s, or really anything you have that fits inside of it and is extremely heavy. Weigh it down even further. Something else you're going to want to do in addition to that is you want to bolt it down to the ground. So you want to have multiple layers of protection. You want a safe where, even if it's not bolted down and even if there's nothing inside of it, you want it to be big enough, bulky enough, and heavy enough to be painfully difficult to move. You want to weigh it down with metals, and you want to bolt it down to the ground. And you want to keep this somewhere very, very well hidden. Now, as for what goes inside of the safe, that's another topic of discussion. See, there are so many different types of safes out there. And one that I would like to get one day. I personally do not own this brand, so I can't exactly recommend the brand because I don't have the brand myself. I would like to get it one day. The brand is called Sturdy. I love the way their safes look. Their safes are like vaults. Maybe one day I would like to get myself one of them. Doesn't have to be that. Doesn't have to be the one that you go after. That is one that I would like to get potentially later on down the road. But you want to get yourself a nice quality safe. A fire-resistant safe. A burglar-resistant safe. And you want to keep it hidden. As for what's inside, obviously the silver and gold coins, rounds, and bars. If you want to stay organized, once you open up that safe, I will leave some Amazon affiliate links to different types of silver and gold coin, round, bar tubes. We have the airtight tubes and capsules for higher premium, collectible coins and whatnot. We have mint tubes if you want to stick with Silver Eagles or Maple Leafs or Britannias. We have generic tubes, which are cheaper in quality as well, but they're very inexpensive. And that's where you can store your generic rounds, different shape ones. You can store generic bars. I'll leave the Amazon affiliate links in the description. You don't have to buy them, but you can go and click them and read a little bit more about them if you're interested. You do want to stay organized. And each tube, depending on which tube you get, typically they hold 20 pieces. Certain tubes, for certain types of coins, certain mints and whatnot, hold 25. I prefer the 20 denomination, ones that hold 20 coins, rounds, or bars. Easy to work with. Grab it, it's 20 ounces of silver. You grab 2, that's 40 ounces of silver. You grab 5, that's 100 ounces of silver. Easy to work with, easy way to stay organized, and an easy way to protect your silver and gold coins, rounds, and bars. That's how I would recommend staying organized inside of the safe. As for where you store the safe, I mean, obviously it's going to vary house to house to house to house. And I will say this, being that silver is rather inexpensive, some people might think silver is expensive. In the mid-30s, about $33 an ounce. Factor in a premium, $35, $36 an ounce. There are a lot of people out there that would consider that to be expensive. In the grand scheme of things, it's not. It is nowhere near its all-time high. And even if we see it go back to its all-time high in the near future, I would say even its all-time high would still make it painfully undervalued compared to at least where I believe it should be. But either way, I digress. The reason I bring this up is because being that silver is so quote-unquote inexpensive, and by that I mean you can get quite a bit of silver for a relatively small dollar amount, it's pretty easy, or a lot easier, almost 100 times easier, to fill up a safe full of silver than it would be to fill up the same size safe full of gold. For every ounce of gold right now, it takes about 100 ounces of silver. Same amount of dollars gets you 1 ounce of gold versus 100, roughly, ounces of silver. So to fill up a safe of silver, tubes upon coins upon rounds upon bars, 10-ounce bars, kilo bars, 50-ounce bars, a bunch of 1-ounce coins. You get yourself to the point where the safe is now full. At this point, you have 3 options. Option 1 is one that I don't think any of us are interested in. Oh, we filled up the safe. Guess it's time to stop stacking. Huh. Yeah, like that's an option. Option 2. You can reduce the weight, reduce the bulk by taking some of that silver or half of the silver or whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with, taking some of that silver and converting it into gold. Like I said, it takes about 100 ounces of silver to equate to a troy ounce of gold. So if you have so much silver in there, you can take 100 ounces of silver over to the local coin shop and trade it for 1 ounce of gold. Now, is the gold to silver ratio in your favor to do that? No, absolutely not. In fact, that would actually be considered a bad idea to most people's standards. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to make room. And there's nothing inherently wrong with it. Just the gold to silver ratio is not in your favor. It'd be more ideal to do that at, instead of 1 to 100, 1 to 60, 1 to 50, 1 to 40. That'd be fantastic. Obviously, we have no control over the gold to silver ratio, but still. You wait it out, you wait for an opportunity, you trade some silver for a little bit of gold at an opportune time. But even if it's not an opportune time and you've run out of room in the safe, take a percentage of that silver, trade it for gold. Now you have space in the safe and you pick up where you left off and start stacking that silver until you fill it up again. Then maybe you take 100 ounces of silver, trade it for 1 ounce of gold again, or whatever the gold to silver ratio is doing at that time. Reduce the weight, reduce the bulk, create some space, get back to stacking silver. Maybe that could be your way of going about it. That's option 2. Option 3 is, it's a good problem to have, but you get yourself another safe and you start working on filling that one up. See, this is a good problem to have. If you feel as though you're running out of room for all of that silver and all of that gold, that is a good problem to have. Please understand, if you're in the position where you're running out of room for all of your silver and gold, you're running out of room for all your money, please understand, you are blessed. So you get to the point where you're running out of room in that safe. So you get yourself another safe. A couple years go by, 10 years go by, however long it takes you to fill up the second safe. Guess what? You're considering getting a third safe, because the first two are completely packed, jam-packed with silver and gold. So now, originally the problem was, oh my God, I'm running out of room in the safe for all the silver. Now the problem is, oh my God, I'm running out of room in the house for all of these safes full of silver. Good problem to have. You got to get a little bit creative. Of these three options, I like the sound of option 3. I like the idea of getting a secondary safe and starting from scratch and working your way up to building that one. But I also like a touch of option 2 as well. Regardless of if the gold to silver ratio is in your favor, there's nothing wrong with trading some silver for gold just for the sake of creating space. And not for nothing. That could be your way of weaseling your way into the world of gold as well. Preferably when the gold to silver ratio is in your favor, but even if it's not, if it's just for, like desperate times call for desperate measures type of tactic, no harm, no foul, no shame there. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to safes for silver, is that your approach? Do you have a different way of going about storing or hiding or keeping your silver safe and protected? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for bonus videos. Follow me on social media at Mykie DYDSS across all platforms. And of course, 4 super quick things as we wrap up the video. Number 1, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We have the brand new It's a Great Day to Have a Great Day t-shirt and coffee mug. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. 2, if you haven't already, try you out some Celsius Energy. That's right, it's a healthier alternative to the other energy drinks out there. You can get a 12-pack variety pack on Amazon right now. I will leave an affiliate link in the description so you can try out the different flavors. 3, if you're not already investing and you'd like to get started, make sure to download Webull and fund your account. They're going to give you some free stocks just for doing so. And they make it really easy for a new investor to start investing because of how simple it is to navigate on the app and learn about the market. And I do plan on taking 3 people this month in May of 2025. I want to help 3 people learn about the market and help them and guide them through kickstarting their very own investment portfolio. So if you want to be one of those 3, please reach out. And the Webull link will be in the description. 4th and finally, if you need any silver or gold stacking supplies, whether it be airtight tubes and capsules, whether it be anti-tarnish paper, mini lock boxes, currency sleeves, microscopes, the list goes on. Any and all stacking supplies and any and all prepping supplies will be linked in the description for your convenience. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know one more time. What are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to safes for silver, are there any brands in particular that you would recommend, the brand of a safe that you think is best, or at least one of the best, top 3 brands for safes? If you store your silver in a way that's different than in a safe that's well hidden, what other options would you suggest? Even if you're just suggesting that we take into consideration. Bury it in the backyard, PVC pipes, safe deposit boxes. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.